Awesome. Mikul, can you just check the stream is on the YouTube? I'm also sharing my screen here now. I hopefully you can see my screen as well. Hi, Waldemar. Hi, Miguel. Can you see my screen as well? But you cannot hear me here? What about you, Miguel? Can you hear me here? Let me just disconnect and reconnect here, okay? How about now? Can you hear me now? Okay, all right. So I'm resharing my screen. Right. All right. We can wait a little bit more, a few more minutes just to everybody to just come in. It's 8:37. We can start in 2, 3 minutes. Uh, we had an excellent day yesterday, so we can do a recap a little bit, and then we can just start working on it. Did you get a chance to look at the short video I posted yesterday? And meantime, if you can go and like and subscribe to the just like and give a thumbs up on the YouTube video. It's good. Yeah. It's the you're referring to the last one, right? With the short video, just the exact. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. So we'll prepare more um, like that. How about Miguel? You did you like that the last one? Why nobody's here? Today just a Wednesday. All right, we'll just start in a few seconds. What I'm doing right now. I'm just finalizing the article for this morning, and then we can just start in just 2 minutes. Yesterday was a really nice sell-off in the afternoon. And did you see the Miguel's? I think Miguel did the trade yesterday as well. I think he made the review as well. We had a one. We had a one-on-one coaching session as well after that, and I was highlighting some of his, mistakes, what he was doing it, even though he was profitable. But it's important to highlight that. Okay, all right. So I posted it already. Now let's look at it. Okay. So what's going on in the market? I think this is a really important days now. The way market is moving. So let's look at it together. So do you see my screen? All right, perfect. All right. So what's happening here? Okay, here. Just wanted to put my recording as well. All right. So let's look at together. Okay. So see here, we were talking about even when we were talking about yesterday in the morning session, if you remember, the one thing which I would just keep highlighting that so the way the market moved up and now it's doing this, there will be a two option. Either it's gonna retest and break out, or it's gonna come and chop, right? Or it's going to jump, chop, and then come down. So what it did basically did is that uh, first almost the first half of the market, it was just chopping within the range. Okay, nothing, no, not doing anything. And it was telling you that if within this range, uh, there would be no chances we're gonna take the trade because if you're gonna take the trade, you're gonna lose. And then what happens? We were very good and smart in taking the first trade when it spiked down. And if you look at it, this was a longest spike what we had. So if I just remove everything, you can see this is the only spike which went all the way to 59.50. Remaining all the spikes are so tiny that you're not able to make any money given it was spiking, right? So no trade at all in this range. And we were lucky that we got the first really nice move. And that's what I was telling. Okay, we got the move, take the money and move out. Okay, don't force a trade. Those who are chasing this move, they might have likely be lost the money here. Okay. And then in afternoon, I was watching it and I saw this drop. So I didn't chase the drop. I was look for the pullback and then move second leg down, and that's where we entered. And then see what happened again. After this second leg down, what happened? Again, spike up and recover all the losses. This is the way typical market functions. Now, what is it? Now, what we're doing it that this is the bottom of the what? Of the announcement when we had the downgrade of US credit. And right now, we are just shy away from 10 points. So essentially, what we did, people shorted it here, they recovered, and this bounce is being shorted again. Okay. So now the question is that all of those who bought here, or after this candle, they are all underwater. Okay, they are in the big losing position. Whoever bought it here, they are in the losing position right now. So how many losing position points are 54 to 92? But those who are shorted here, they are in the very good in the money. Now what we need to see and understand whether what market going to do. Is it market going to hold this level or come down and retest 5900? We have level here. Remember when the market opened on Monday morning, we were saying that in order for us to go short, we need this level to be cleared. If you recall, we were talking about it that this is the key level which needs to break if we really wanted to see the market for the new leg down. Right now, we are again, whatever the move needs to happen already happened. Right now, we are here. So if you look at it now in the 30 minutes chart, you can see here, now you can see very clearly that market is making lower highs. Okay, this is the longest move we had in the after hours from 12 o'clock to all the way to 6 p.m. Now we moved up again. So how many reset we have? And now we are coming back down here. So this 5905 is going to be a very important level. So we are not going to short here because even though it's gap down, but there's going to be a key level and it can trap us. We want this area to clear and give us the nice entry. Therefore, then we can go, or we want is to break and fail the break and then move back up. That would be an interesting entry for the long side. But if they stay above 59.15 and above this, there will be no trade. Any question, guys? So market has a little tricky right now. The move, what needs to happen is already happened in the overnight. And if you look, go ahead. Hmm. So, I if I have a very good trade, I usually don't do that because sometimes it's just a trap. Okay. Uh, uh, so so I would suggest that don't try to take all the move. Okay. So don't try to take all the move. For instance, if you have missed this move, right, and then you see this market is moving back up, this is only nicer entry here, which is this. Okay, so still have a room, but the question is that don't try to get all the moves. What happen is that since you have a nice profit, and if that trade is going to be a losing trade for you, you're going to get emotional and you're going to start regretting, oh, I had a really nice profit, why did I take it? Because since you're learning, I bet you that even the whole move, you might gonna go only the portion of it, you're never gonna get the full move, right? So if you get only the small portion and that portion you lost it here, for instance, if this trade is a losing trade and that half of the portion you have lost it, you may take one more attempt, and then what if this profit is all gone? Now you're in the revenge mode, right? So it's better to not to trade. It's better not to trade. If you have a one good move, just take it. Just take it. uh, I made so many mistakes like this when nobody was here to explain to me that uh, once you have the move, take it. Don't flip it, don't reverse it. Don't take another trades, because every other trade you will take, you are exposing yourself. There's a chances again that you will win or you will lose, right? But since you made the profit, right, Now you are trading not because of the trade. You are trading because you wanted to amplify your profit. You're feeling invincible. You wanted to take more profit. The green element comes in. You're going to be very protective about your losses, because you don't want to lose your gain. So the whole mental framework has been disturbed now. So uh, the risk mindset what you have before taking the first trade is not the same what your mindset in the second trade. You guys agree? Yeah, I see some messages on the lobby. Let me just quickly check. What is it? Okay, this is a Miguel message. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Guys, I would really appreciate if you can just go and give us a like on our YouTube stream. And also if you can keep it open a little bit in your cell phone or whatever the device, it will just count an algorithm will recommend then to the other traders. And this way we can reach and help other traders who are struggling as well. I would really appreciate thumbs up and then keep it open for a while. Excuse me. All right, let's continue. So definitely the trend is down, and now, but we are very close to the very strong support. So we need to be very careful where we're going to enter. Um, because yesterday it was really consolidating well. Um, in the last few days, remember last few days, we knew um that market is going to fall. But the question was that uh, when and how. Because that was a little tricky. That was a real tricky because uh, we were trying the extended market to short, but market was just not coming down. Market would just keep moving up and up and up again, right? And we were saying, okay, what market is trying to do? It seems very strong, but what really happening, we don't know. So now we know finally that market is selling off, right? Clearly, uh, last few days trend, if you look at this is the May 19th, the top, and then this is the high, this is the low, this is the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So now what we are seeing is that we are in this range. Now anything shorting here can push us the squeeze mode. Anything shorting here, we have a less room. If we get the bounce, that's a perfect place to re-short it on the lower high. That could be the ideal place to short. That's where we can get the another retest of the low. So our game plan for today would be that very careful. If it's market opens on this side, small risk on the breakdown. If it moves back up and give us the shorting opportunity after the failure, then we look for a normal size trade with the retest of this. Because from here to here, we have almost 10 points risk, 10 points reward target, what we can have it. Now, just let's look at the NQ. All right, let's look at the NQ now. And let me ask you, uh, Alex, I see you first time, so good morning. Good morning, David. Good morning, Candigri. Vivek, good morning. Um, I posted yesterday night few short videos and long form videos. Did you guys get a chance to look at it? How was your experience? Do you like it? Do you want any changes, suggestion? Let me know because I'm still working on it to improve those. So any feedback would really, really be appreciate of those feedback, so we can consider and uh, you know uh, and if you have watched it, give the thumbs up, like, leave the comments there. That would really be helpful. Yeah, good morning, Alex. Is on the YouTube channel, David. I can post you the link here. Take the link. So, Miguel, I created the new domain. We can call the tv.thesmarttraders.com, and it will put you into our channel. Yeah, go ahead and watch that and give us a feedback. So now if you see in NQ looks much stronger uh, than the ES. Okay, let's just look at the ES again one more time. Oh man, I closed it. So ES is just a little bit above the May 19th. Let's just look at the NQ. Yep, same thing. Same thing. So May 13th and May 14th high. Yeah. See, if you look at the ES, if you look at the NQ, similar thing, 21,150 needs to break first, and then this is a gap down, 21,200. If you remember on this day, ES was really strong, and every time it tried to fall, it was claiming the VWAP, the ES, and NQ was the weak. NQ was the last one who reclaimed uh, the VWAP. So EOS was strong and NQ was weak. But if we compare today, NQ is in the middle of the May 13th and May 14th range, and the ES is high of May 13th and 14th range. So still seems like the ES is much stronger than the NQ. Technology has a little bit weaker than ES. But if you look at the with the pre-market data and overall, we can see the same thing, the high, then we made the low, then the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and this is the longest move we had as compared to this three moves. So when right, the last move is always the higher move. So now question is that, is this the end of that move and market is going to bottom here and then bounce, or we have one more downside move in. Yes, Alex, we can hear you. All right, so high, lower low, and this is the biggest move. So now the question is that, are we going to see one move? And if you see one more pattern, see, it's very important when you look at the market, you try to find the patterns. What was happening, that even the on the Sunday night, the downside move is happening in the overnight session, and upside moves are happening into the New York session. Right? Upside move are New York session. So again, it happened into the Sunday night, and now it's also happened May 20. and May 21st. Downside happened overnight. Downside happened overnight on the Sunday evening, and then the New York session just moved up. So the question is now again, is this the pattern where institutions are dumping into the New York, sorry, in the London session or the overnight session, and then institutions are buying in the New York? Okay, this is very well be the strategy that they can do that, right? They basically dump and buy, right? So one session is dumping, other session is buying. So that's why I'm saying that we need to be very cognizant when we analyze it. We analyze it, just don't look at the gap down and go try to push for the patterns. So I see clearly a pattern here that where Sunday night and then Monday morning sell off, no bounce, Monday morning complete bounce. Then again, sell off begins into the overnight session. And if I just highlight here, you can see here. So this is Sunday evening overnight session, right? Then this is the red color, which is the New York session. Then if you look at this is the overnight session, down again. And this is the New York session, which doesn't really, consolidate, but didn't fail anything. There you go. This came into the, I think I made it wrong. Overnight, overnight, overnight here. This is overnight. If you look at just the New York session, this is the New York session, this is the New York session, this is the New York session. So now the question is that if you look at clearly, there is a pattern that the sell-off is happening here. So is today going to be the same thing? That's a sell-off continue and stopped when the market opens and market just reverse? I don't know the answer, but our job is just to analyze it. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever guys thought about in this way, which I'm talking about? Julian, Gandrigi, Waldemar, David, have you ever analyzed the market in this way? Right. So we have the um, clear understanding now. So for shorting on the downside, we need to be careful with the go small size. But if we get the bounce close to 21,350 on the NQ side, or 5240 uh, on the ES side, it could be a good reversal place where we can short it to continue the 5900. But if the price opens very close to this area, then it's going to be harder for us to short. Any question, guys? Why you guys so quiet today? Any particular stock you want me to look at it? Morning, Dan. It's just a Wednesday, guys. Come on, eat some breakfast and lift your energy. Where is your energy? Why so down? All right. Meantime, you guys are still thinking, what should we ask? I only see 2 likes on the YouTube stream. I would really appreciate, if you get a little bit more likes on the YouTube. It will just help us to expand more. And then I request that if you can just put on the background and keep watching the stream. You can just mute it, doesn't really matter. But if you can just keep watching it, it really help us to, algorithm is only going to recommend to others if they see somebody's watching. I know we all are here on the Discord. We don't want to do the double thing, but if you can help us just to put there into their cell phone device or any other device and just let the stream run on your screen, uh, that would really be helpful. Thank you. Yeah. So Alex, we also focus on the futures, but I also look at the Tesla and the NVIDIA and the large cap stocks have a liquid item. So if I find some entries, I can take it. But mostly I focus on the ES and NQ. So John, did you get the questions answered that what is the contract size for me? So John was asking yesterday that, what was my contract. So I posted my actual trade into the lobby channel, uh, and it has the exact contracts and exact entry where I've taken the partials, so that you can see. Um, yep. Thank you so much, guys, for watching it and putting thumbs up on the YouTube. Right. So I think game plan is very clear. I mean, uh, we had a wonderful trade on Monday. Uh, in afternoon, the morning was not good, but afternoon I had a really good trade. Yesterday was really an awesome day, even in the morning and then in the afternoon. Now today is the Wednesday, it's a hump day. As we see the clear pattern that the institutions are seems like dumping on the London and overnight sessions and then rebuying it here. So we need to see that whether this is happening. If this is happening, then we can jump into the long side. If this is not happening and they continue to dump, uh, we can go on the downside. But we want to be careful while breaking down. But if we get the move up and get the right shorting opportunity at the right level, we can go for short. Okay. Um, so that's the plan. Vivek, did you take any trade in afternoon? Did you did you went long? Did you went long or what? No, it didn't go up. Where was you watching? There's no upside yesterday. No, so no, so see here. So that's I think you need to use the right. If you're not gonna frame the right way, you're gonna miss the technical. Okay, so technical was you wouldn't call this as a high or it went up. This is not the up. Okay, if you're gonna use upward, is not the correct word. What's happening? Let me just put the blue pen here. So that's not the correct word, so I wouldn't even say you can call the reversal, but what I wanted to what I wanted you to use it is that the first session was the chop session. There was no direction. Then the market took the dive with the downside direction, and then it reversed sharply because this fall was really big fall, right? In just one and a half hour almost move of 59.58 to 59.20. So it's really a big move if you look at it. And then spike back down and reverse and make the lower high. So this was the high of the day. Market never recovered and reclaimed this. Okay. Market neither reclaim the the breakdown candle. Okay. So this is the high of the breakdown candle. So market couldn't even claim that. So what I'm saying that when you use those words, try to use the correct words. I know we're just talking casually and you're also answering casually. Uh, you can just call the reversal and then you can say the market is make the lower high, right? This one. So see, okay, so let's look at it. Why did you shouldn't be going in? Okay, let's look at the 30 minutes. You're looking at 30 minutes. Let's go to 5 minutes so you can see here. So this is the first 30 minutes sell off. Okay. Then market consolidated for the next 30 minutes. Okay. Did you see that? This is a consolidation happening. If you wanted to attempt the long, right? So this is the 2 o'clock. I think this is the 2:30. Where is it? So first happened. Let me just mark. May remove the pen. Okay. So let's look at it. So this is the 2 o'clock here, right? Let me just mark it here. So this is the 2 o'clock. Then this is a 2:30, right? There's 30 minutes of consolidation here, right? And this is the first leg. Let me just remove everything and you can see here. So this is the first leg up to 2 o'clock, and then there is a consolidation. So this is clearly a bear flag consolidation. If you ever attempt to long, okay, if you ever attempt to go long, uh, you know, make sure that you always go um, close to the high of the previous low, right? If you're gonna go in the middle of something, are we looking at the right thing or are we looking 22? I think no, sorry, I think we are looking the wrong thing. Here, this is what we're looking. But I think the same thing. So this is what happened at the 2 o'clock. This is a 30 minutes consolidation, and this is the second leg down, right? So what I'm saying here that if you ever wanted to go long on the 30 minutes of reversal, your right entry when the market is recovered the previous low. Okay. Before that, if you're going, you're risking it. That you don't have any edge because you are thinking that the trend will change. But always remember, trend doesn't change like very quickly. And even this move is just aggressive bounce, right? I wouldn't recommend even chasing this bounce. So your trading idea, if your trading idea is coming from the 5 minutes or 1 minute, then you're on the wrong direction. You're always going to make a lot of mistakes. So for instance, if you're looking at the 1 minute and 5 minute, and you might be considering going long here or here, somewhere here on the 5 minute chart, that's why you see you basically had a losing trade because you're missing the point that this is a big lag and this is a consolidation and there is another lag, right? Once we have another lag, so if you go and look at my trades, I basically went short here. We took this one, and then after the consolidation, I went short again here as well. So that's the way you need to trade. So if you want to go long, and I basically identify, so this is the only area where you can go long when it moved up, reclaimed the previous high, came back down very strong, failed to reject, and that's where you can enter here 59.48 with 5 point risk, and then you can take the reversal all the way to the VWAP. That could be your only entry, I would see, that you can take it on the long side. If you're attempting here and here, there is no noise on my. I don't hear anything. Oh yeah, basically. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me just do that because I think I'm muted on my side. Okay. Thank you, Alex. So you know what we can do, Vivek? Sorry to cut you off. So what you can do, uh, I can within the lobby, or maybe we can create a new text channel where you can do the. You guys can post your all of your trades, what you take, and if you think that you don't know what you did, or you need some opinion, just tag me on those trades, and I will give you the feedback on those trades. Okay, we can create the one channel on the trade review channel. All right. Yeah. So my even suggestion is that, since you're starting out, don't even look for the reversals. Okay. So when the trend started, don't look for the reversal at this point of your uh, trading learning process. Always try to follow the trend. So just follow one rule, that if you see the aggressive down, you do not need to chase for the reversal. Okay. Don't look for the reversals. That's it. That should be your role and rule. And if you do this, I'm telling you, you're gonna save a lot of money from doing bad trading. Just don't look for the reversals. Just put it on the post-it, put it on your screen, no reversals. Right, so market's still selling off. Okay, and coming very close to the 5900. We'll see that what happened now. As we suggested, that it's looked like that. Yeah, David. So reversals are basically a little bit hard. So that's why I'm suggesting that you guys just avoid uh, those reversals. Try to go with the trend. Good morning. Yeah, I think that, see what happened in our mindset. Um, uh, we call this basically. This is the way we really hard time for us to be a profitable and consistent trader, because what we do basically, we think that we need to be a superhero, and find the things which are nobody can find. And that's the way we are, all human beings. It's just not you. I was also like that. Everyone starting out wanted to find something which nobody can see, but that's not the correct. The correct thing is that just trade what you see, not what you expect. So right now, if market is selling off, I'm telling you that there are a lot of traders, by looking at each green candle on a 1 or 2 minutes, trying to go for a bounce. They might have attempted here. If you look at the 2 minutes, they might have attempted here. They got failed. They might be attempting here. You know, and they're thinking about this area. Now, but trend has already changed, right? So your money is not going long. Your money is going short, right? Um, but since we are very close to the time and very close to the support, there could be a bounce, but you cannot anticipate the bounce. There might be a strong red candle before it bounce, right? So you can anticipate those things. So my suggestion, right, join our methodology class, learn about the clear way, and make the rule for yourself that no reversals. No reversals. That's it. No reversals. It's very important. What I've seen that why people fail, uh, because they watch one YouTube video from one individual on one day. After 30 minutes, they watch something else, then they read something else, then they read something else, they basically watch something else. And if you watch, 200 different traders, of course, your mind gonna get confused at what to trade. So in this game, in this trading game, if you want it to be a consistent, uh, rule is that follow someone who you understand. Okay, it could be me, could be anyone, but just follow the one who you understand and stick with that person if is able to teach you, and just don't look at anything else. Then just like a horse view, just a tunnel vision. You only look at that from that angle, because if you're gonna consume information from all different angles, uh, it's gonna be harder for you to be consistent, and your mind is just always going to be confused what to follow. And we have already generated the event. On Wednesday, we have a methodology class. If you have not attended before and you would like to attend, you can have a 1 day trial pass. You can have it, and you can come and join us if you would like to. And I think I have handy, I can share with you here. Um, Here you go. I'm sharing you here, and then Miguel will share on the main lobby as well again. But if you would like to join, you can join here as tomorrow at 8 o'clock, and you can see what I was referring to. And see here, people might have went long here as well, thinking about this is the bounce. But let's see, it's still failing. But the bounce will come, but we don't know when. The question could be, oh, why we are not shorting it? Because we are very close to support, so we don't have a right risk reward. And we were preparing for you guys, but if I'm not preparing with you guys, I likely have shorted on the VWAP. Rejection. So sometimes you have the trend, but not necessarily that you can take the trend because you already missed the trade. So 5 minutes before we start the session, guys, I would really appreciate, give a thumbs up, all of you, and then keep watching the stream on your YouTube, on your cell phone device or any other device. That would really, really be helpful. I see only, I think I only see myself online and maybe Miguel. But yeah, I really appreciate if you can support us. Um, I know I'm asking too much, but if you can please support us, uh, that's what I can ask for. If I'm really interested in growing this community and helping other traders like you. Any question, guys? Yep, we can hear you, Miguel. Yeah, it's really important. So see, some people, if you have attended other live stream, they give you the uh, alert yes or no before, and then in the recap they explain. My style is different. I explain to you first and give you the stop loss. I basically want everyone to come along with me on those trades. Um, Beforehand preparation is just not like, oh, I'm long, and then you are chasing that long and you're missing those seconds. So I usually give you an entry points before while explaining to you. So it's really important for me to understand whether you guys are taking it, you're profitable, you're not profitable. Is this style working, not working? I just really wanted to get the feedback from you guys. So please, complete the poll survey in the end of each session. So 2 minutes, get ready. All right, 30 more seconds. See, reversal came in exactly 59.10. So this is what we need to see. Now, what next here? Okay, this is a big bounce. Right, good luck, guys. First move on the upside. Very aggressive move all the way to the VWAP. If it rejects the here the VWAP, we will look for the short entry. See if we can go all the way to the 59.25 or 59.30 and reject the VWAP. Okay, it's retesting the VWAP. See if we can come, if it fails below 59.20, 59.18, 59. Can't let it go further up. It's going is much better. I really want this to push a little higher and then fail. So I'm gonna go short under 59.2250. Not yet, not yet. Watching it, okay. Put the under 59.22 as a short order. But just don't put the stop, stop order. We will market order. Once I will see that. It's gonna be real fast, okay? If it's gonna sell off, I'm gonna quickly order. Okay, I'm short. High of the day would be our stop loss. I'm in the trade. I'm still in the trade. I didn't like this bottoming tail. I'm still in the trade. Didn't like it so far. It's now making kind of a flag here to move upside. Still in the trade. Seems like that we might likely gonna stop out. Still in the trade. Looks now promising. Still in the trade. Just one drop here. Come on, come on, come on. Drop, drop, drop. Here you go. Drop. Come on, drop. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Again, it held that level. Okay. This is a key movement now. Can it hold or could it break down? This is the 2 consecutive green candles in the market. $42. Come on, don't pull, don't break out. Come on, fail. Seems like we're going to break out now. I'm still in the trade. I still see the lot of weakness here. Um, all right, I got stopped out. We'll look for the next trade now. I still think that this is going to fail here. It's just that uh, what you call the spike. Yeah, I think it's just a spike. It's just gonna fail. See, a couple of times we move into a direction, and if you look at this way, it's basically an M shape. So I was hoping it's gonna come here. So we're gonna watch, and we're gonna see here if it's gonna fail here again. We're gonna take another trade. But we need to be careful. We have a one red trade, so uh, we're gonna watch for it to see that where does it happen. I'm not interested at this point going long. Given if you look at it, the all the previous moves, the market has to push for to go upside. It's not like the healthy, strong move up. If you look at it here, every time it's felt like it's pushing down now. So gonna wait for the next leg. So usually I don't take too quick the trade, but this trade was quick because this trade only work on the first failure, which is called the gap and go. So you see the first move up, and it was up almost 10, 12 points, and then you expect the reversal here. So now we saw the reversal on the upside. Let's see, does it break here? Still holding the opening ranges. So NQ is above the pre-market high and almost closing the overnight gap. ES is still struggling. So if we look at here, so we can look at here, we can see. So NQ is very close to closing the overnight gap. So watching, NVIDIA is almost closing the gap as well. Tesla is closing the gap and is now green. Tesla is green now. Meta is green. NQ is about to close the gap. So remember, I was saying to that if it's going up, then we look for the long. We can't force because as we see the pattern is that the dump overnight and then buy into the New York session. It could be that scenario as well. But right now, I don't see the momentum candles. It's basically a very weak candles. So two consecutive rejections here. I would look for the reshorting it if it come under the 59.26, but not now. If you look at it, is over the pre-market. But if this rejection happens, then we can look for it, but not now. Right now it's kind of flagging. We need a clear rejection here. So NQ has closed the gap. So last 4 or 5 minutes are green candles here. See, this could be the sign. This could be the move, and the failure may start here as the NQ has closed the gap here. Let's see, ES is basically trying to claim the 59.30. Let's see what it does here. So ES is retesting the S4. So watch now. See, it seems like ES is making a rejection to the pre-market high. This could be the sign of the first failure. I'm gonna look for my second short under 59.29. I'm going to go small size and I can add later if it's going to move into my direction. So 59.29 not yet entered. Not yet. Still the trend is on the upside. Still market is bouncing. So we are going to go below when we see the clear failure under the 59.29. Okay, 8 more seconds. I'm watching under 59.29. But remember, as I said, that it could be the same session what we have seen on the Monday morning, where dumping in the London and buying into the New York, and seems like this is what happening right now. It's it's exactly the same episode, dumping overnight and buying now. But look at the extension here. So I'm not interested. I'm looking for if I can get the failure. And if we don't find the failure, then that's fine, right? So, the art is that you protect Monday, we have a small loss. Tuesday, we have a big win. And Wednesday, if we don't find it, we just skip it so we can protect our gains. But if we find the failure, we can take the second attempt, but we don't force the trade. Still looking for the failure 59.29. If you had a red trade with me on the first one, go smaller size, and then we can add uh, once we get the confirmation. I'm in the trade. Small size we can add once we get the confirmation. I add it into my position. It's 10 o'clock. Come on, what is this doing this bad bouncing here? Come on, NQ has already started losing it. Come on. Uh, Oh man, what does that happen? Look at the spike. What does that happen? That was really a bad spike. What happened suddenly? I had a two loss. I'm not taking any other trade today. Today's just a bad day. Look at this spike. I mean, it's still gonna come down. I don't know what was the spike, sudden spike here. And it closed all the way to the overnight session. Anyone got stuck into this spike? Was it in news? But it happened as a 10:03, so it was not even a 10 o'clock news. No, I mean, crude oil inventory data doesn't really impact ES. Usually 10 o'clock impact, but it was just, I don't know. That was a really a bad spike. That's good that I had the ATM in it. I mean, there's no point. I mean, it's not like that you cannot short it. The point is that if you see the setup, it was a shorted, but it's just the unnecessary spike, right? It could have happened. That could have happened anywhere, right? Uh, but you're right. The market is strong, but market is also weak at the same time. We see clearly there's a lower highs is making. Uh, and it can clearly seem that after this spike, it may just gonna fall. Um, oh yes, yeah. I think that I think that Carolina is right. I think she's the news here that the European Union is preparing for the trade proposal, and that was just created the spike on it. So see, this is also the lesson, and this is also part of the game. So sometime you're gonna be the spike is in your direction, sometime it's spiking against you, right? Um, so definitely seems like as a positive news. Um, I think that's the reason that market is holding it right now. That was really a big spike. But I mean, I had a good fill. I had exactly the same fill where I had a stop loss on the ATM. Do you guys have the slippage or do you guys have the same fill? Did you guys have a slippage? Yeah, you had a slippage. I didn't have a slippage. I basically stopped out exactly the same price um, where I put the stop order. In fact, I'm looking at now. Yeah, and I have the slippage for 1 or 2 points. Yes. Yeah. So let's see what it does. I mean, still the market is just consolidating after this spike. It's not losing anything or not doing anything. But I wouldn't take any more trade. I'm just going to watch now for a few more minutes. If you guys have any question, feel free to write it down and then we can answer. If you look at it, this spike was really a big spike. It may be the news related. That's why usually I avoid shorting and going long close to 10. But today's was a really good setup, and we went small size before 10 o'clock and we added after 10:02. So I was not expecting a 10:03 something. Usually these news comes, exactly at the round time, 9:30, 10, 10:15. Uh, so this was just the bizarre timing that it spike came in at 10:03, which is unusual time. That's why I went the small size initially, thinking that, we went here, small size for shorting it. When this broke, we have a clear risk reward. Uh, and after 10:03, we added here, and then it spiked. So that spike, it's 10:03 is very unusual. Guys, any question? Guys, any questions? See, now now it's coming down now after spiking us out. There you go. Market is now slipping. Which it just seems like they were just trying us to spike down. Look at this. It's just a spike. It seems like for us only. Guys, any question? So this 59.26 is making a support here. If it's this support breaks here, uh, it could exactly the chance where we wanted to go, that this market going to retest the low of the day. It looks very weak right now. Market is just now making another consolidation to see whether market, what direction market want to take it. Still NQ is above the overnight session. Seems like it's really weak. It just wanted to close the gap and come back down now. If NQ slips here, the ES can accelerate here. Three more minutes to 10:15. So uh, Tesla turned red, Nvidia turned red, Meta still green. So it seems like the market is slipping now. There was just the bad spike in the market. The 2 more minutes before the 10:20. NQ still holding the overnight session green, slightly green. It's nothing. I'm just 10:20 is just that another 2 minutes remaining into the 5 minutes getting over. Sometime these breakdowns happen 10:20, in the 5 minutes range. So this 5 minutes is consolidating right now. So I usually look at how 2 minutes and 5 minutes candle closes. So just like the last 5 minutes was really bearish, this 2 minutes is consolidating this 5 minutes. So if this 5 minutes also close very weak, there might be chance that after the 2020 is going to break down. So 15 more seconds. I think that could be the case where uh, let's see how this 2 minutes, how this 5 minute closes. 30 minutes looks really bearish at this point, and even the 5 minutes looks bearish. So let's see how this 5 minutes ends, and the next 5 minutes does it break down or break on the or upside the whole moving averages. Seems like weak, doesn't have any liquidity yet. Here you go, liquidity came in. What it's doing is a trap. Okay, it's look like a continuation. NQ is still holding, moving overnight session. Easy ES is also trying to break out. ES has a pre-market high as a barrier. I'm not sure whether it's going to break out or break down. I'm just watching at this point to see that what market is going to do. Market might gonna trap some long side here. Could highly possible. If market fails here, then could be a good reversal sign. If market fails to hold the pre-market high, I went a small size short, just a one MES, not too much, not to recover, but looks good. If it fails here, just a one contract MES, which is 1/10 of my size. Uh, not to recover any losses or nothing. It's just the uh, looks interesting that it is rejected at pre-market high, and it could be a trap for the long side. Yes, yes, David. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. It seems like a trappy for the long side. It tried to break out the pre-market high and fails. In is already trapped the short with the spiking up, and then based on the way the price action look like, yeah, is a low liquidity trap. It could be very much so on the both side, but it seems that the way it is moving, it seems to me that they wanted to trap on the long side. Uh, the given it had failed the pre-market high. This is important test that can it fail 59.30? So NQ is still green, but NQ is also trying to come down. Yeah, it looks crowded. It's crowded at this point, but it's at this point, I guess the is coming down. So maybe the VWAP would be the place. It'll go all the way. But the way it is moving, it seems to me that it still wanted to come down. But if NQ stay, okay. So here you go. Um, it fell. It's basically wanted to trap. So it's basically trap on the both side. Basically trapped on the both side. First, it trapped the long, and first it trapped the short, and then it trapped the long, basically. Um, so I think it can go now. It can trap further, uh, but NQ is still holding the overnight session. So NQ is still holding the overnight position. But if it's fails here, then there will be a chance that we're gonna see another leg. So market was weak. Market needs to come down. But I think the only thing which threw me off is the 1003 spike. Usually market doesn't spike at 1003. That was the very bizarre timing for 1003 spike. It's very what you can call that this is one of the bad spike, which is odd time, because if you watch it, the news usually releases, if something planned releases, uh planned releases always exact whole number. So that 1003 spike is just very engineered kind of a move. So I just added a small position into my short. Seems to me that it's going short now. It's gonna go downside. If I get the 59.20-ish, I'm likely going to be break even for the day. So this is maybe the moment the mark, if ES break VWAP and then NQ drops the prior day close, it could be a spike down, a big spike down. Come on, just give me the one spike. Come on, just one spike. Come on, give me the spike. Come on. It's almost thinking what needs to be done. Don't spike up, just spike down. See NQ is uh, still holding the overnight session prior to close. Just seems like a strong support. Here you go. Market pushes back up again. Didn't like the spike. NQ is really stubborn at this point. I didn't like this spike. I'm still green on this trade. I will just put at the break even. If I'm not making money, I'm not going to lose more. But it's give me all the reason to believe that the market is coming down. But just the NQ is taking a little stubborn view. Look at this one. If you want to say high, low, lower high, lower low, and the market is trending down. So these spikes, yes, these are the bad spikes, and there is a support here. But if it fails, uh, market may go back to 5920 or 5900 retesting, where is a bigger where we have a bigger support there. So I was just hoping that if we can get somewhere here, I can take the profit. Uh, and it's just the NQ, uh, you know, putting a lot of pressure on ES, uh, not to sell off. So market came back down again. So that's good. I think that this is the time it may break down now. I'm still in the trade. I did not even touched it. Uh, if I can spike down, I took the one contract off. Can I get a little bit more? Okay, I basically close it. I still not I still not break even, but I covered my three-fourth of my losses today. So I was down almost $1,200. Now I'm only down $561. I think that was a good trade. So here, if you look at it, see, I always look at uh, it's very important to look at the structure. And the once it spiked here, I was just watching what it's going to do. So it moved a little bit up and down. And then here, it went as the lower high and rejected the key level. That's where I just went small contract. And then when I see this spike, I basically added into my position. So you're still moving down. I could have hold it now if it breaks NQ. it could be a bigger spike than that's what I was expecting. But I'm out now. I don't have any position. See here again, NQ hold it. So NQ is really basically breaking the balance here. So normally I basically trade mini, but given we have already two red, I basically went on a micro just to test the water, and then I added mini on the pullback. So today is the day. If you don't want it to attempt the poll, then don't attempt the poll. No, no, just please do it. Just for the record. So, um, yeah. See, look, it's a very bad very bad bounce here. This spike is, I would still say it's very unnecessary spike. And 1003 spike, that's more bizarre. Okay, I think that market is making another leg down. So, right now, if you look at it, this is the another look at this. This is the, if I just bring it on top, you can see here. This is the middle of the session right now. So this is the low and this is the high, and we are here. So, let them, I wouldn't even touch now. I would just wait for market to settle down. Uh, and it's just maybe same like in afternoon, it give you the nice move. The only reason I'm saying it right now is going to give you later on, um, because if you look at it in the free market, we have also analyzed it that uh, New York is usually buying the overnight weakness. So institution basically doing right now is that they're selling in the overnight and they're buying it. But right now, this is the pivot here, and 59 is a strong support. So if you remember in the pre-market, I said that we're not going to short here. We're going to short on the top to get the reversal. So unfortunately, we got stuck in it, but we got that reversal. Now, again, we are very close to these, 59 level, which we have the wrong support. Market can easily go and retest this, but any entry would be really, you know, extended entry, and then you're not going to find that right risk to reward. Because if you look at it, NQ is just keep churning and chopping. So if NQ is stay in this range, ES can easily go back up. So Dan, I mean, don't go into those predictions. These are just useless prediction. Um, I've seen over and over again. Look at this trend. Do you think that this is going to be the crashing it? The crash only, this is a US market. Crash only happen once a year, or three times a year, or once in 5 years. And this was called the crash, where you have over 20% down in just 4 weeks, 5 weeks. And now market is just ripping back again, recovered everything. So we need that level of uncertainty. Even market doesn't require to be crash here. This was just the administration unexpected policies and comments and unplanned, things that basically resulted into the crash. Um, Before that, the market was just ripping as well. So this was just unnecessary, and I don't think so that there is any risk to the U.S. economy unless we see another, uh, real risk. So I just see here consolidation, move up, and similarly what we have seen here, the market just going to do this, one day long, one day short, and in slowly market going to break the structures, either going to break out or fail the breakout, just like here, you know, this was the structure, is breakout, failed, again attempt, failed. So this could be, we can see here. And as we were talking about it, and look at what happened. Exactly, market reversed. And if you look at the 2 minutes, you can see here, market reversed exactly at 59.20. So um, I would just pass today. I would not trade anymore. Um, yeah, I wouldn't trade that today. I will let this today market go settle down because we know there's this very strong support here. Um, so it is going to be really hard. What I was just in my view of what I was thinking that the market might gonna dump it in the beginning, um, sharp sell off, go to 5,900, and then bounce. But market bounce first. When the market bounce first, so I was expecting market to sell off and go towards the 5,900, retesting it. But market spiked out, stop us out, and then I start moving back down. Um, so this was the only thing, the bizarre thing what market did, right? If you look at it, it is just becoming an reverse head and shoulder. So this is the head, this is the shoulder one, this is the shoulder two, this is a neckline. We had a failed head and shoulder. Now reverse backing back up, retesting the shoulder. It highly possible it come back down here. And then when this breakdown happens, then this may be the new leg down. Or if we fail head and shoulder, then we wanted to see above the head, which is basically a 59.40. Sorry, guys, not that helpful in terms of the making money, but I hope that you guys have not lost too much. We have two trades, one with slippage. So we will cover. Here you go. You lost less than me. Did you trade anything? How come you lost only $1.50? Oh, so were you short 1,000 contracts and that closing of the position spiked up? Just yeah, yeah, break even. That's good. I was just joking that, did you have a long position this much? See here, so look at this. See, that's why it's really important not to come into the long biasness. So see here, How beautiful is this? So this is the high, this is the low, this is the lower high, this is the lower low, this is the lower high, and our market is coming down. So if, and this head and shoulder is still intact, right? So it's retested the shoulder and then coming back down. So if it's gonna fail now, we're gonna see a $5,900, 5,900 retest. See, so always analyze it, that what's happening. Just don't look at the candle spike. Oh, I'm gonna go long. Is above the VWAP now. No, look at this how structure is falling from the back side. So this is the structure falling it, right? This is head. If you wanna put head, shoulder, this is another shoulder, retest of the shoulder, right? Prior support, right? This is the neckline. So clearly see now, I think this may be the more promising short attempt now. I'm just gonna go one MES again, one MES only, 1/10. Oh, leave it. I'm not entering it. Leave it. But this looks more promising. Seems like now if it's gonna break, but only thinking that I say no now is the NQ is still above that. NQ is not breaking down at all. So stubborn. So leave it. I mean, just ignore it. Don't trade it. How would I do that? No, I don't. We don't see. But I see that the video camera is on, but I don't see a. I don't see book. Yeah, no. It's okay. How about you guys? You try and see that if you open Miguel's, do you see that the shared screen, bookmap screen or no? Do you see that? Oh, you see that. How come I don't see that? Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, that's maybe the reason. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see that. Okay, so if few people see that, then it's good. So, but maybe we need to work on. No, I don't. Maybe put the share screen. Put the share screen. One, we'll figure out the shared one. We were thinking to put the bookmark also as part of the. See here is selling off now. Um, so we were thinking to have a book map shared as well on our group. So Miguel has access, so he can share with everyone. So because I can share only one screen. Oh, I can see now. I can see now. I can see now. I can see now. Okay, so it's selling off now, and also the uh, so this perfect lower high setup worked, but don't chase it now because see, it's still NQ is not breaking down, and if you look at it, ES is still in the first 5 minutes opening range. So it's just not the ideal setups. All right, I'm gonna head out. I'm really tired. I already lost money today. Uh, Not much. See, that's the idea. So I lost 500 today. We made 5,000 yesterday. So who doesn't want to trade, right? That's the way it is all about. Manage your risk, protect your upside, right? So once you have it, don't force it, right? So just like what I did basically, I was down, uh, assuming I'm down 3 hour, right, on my two trades because of the slippage and everything. But when I took the another trade, I didn't go forced get into the trade immediately. Rather, I went small size, tested it. On the retest back, I added into the position. I didn't wait all the way down. Once I get the right level, I scoop it up whatever I can and then just move on. So I'm not forcing any more trades now because these are the days we're going to trap. These are the days which basically going to trap you. All right, I'm going to end the live stream.